Listo. Uh, Good evening, dear teacher. We are the group number 68. So this is the meeting that explain our PPE, pedagogical practice, um, in s- in college, in gymnasium, in any institute. So the the meeting is for answer the question that um, is in the guide and rubric of mm, guide activity for the phase number 3 for language skills. So the first question is,
Okay, classmate. Thank you so much for your introducing. My name is Jonathan Steven Gonzalez Conde. I am in fifth semester. My institution is pedagogical strategy. The grade of the student is basic. The first one. Did you perceive that the teacher planned each class or rather improvised in the sessions? Is that planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why. In my opinion, all the teachers did classes in terms of the development points of the class, the skills to be developed and the objective of the class, and this was evidenced by the order of the content that was shown in almost all classes. Improvisation occurred when the students asked external questions about the development of the topic and the teacher deviated from it in order to answer the different cancers of the students. Question number 2. What pedagogical skills do you highlight of the English teachers? I consider that all teachers demonstrated mastery of pedagogical skills. Here are the most outstanding. Mastery of the concepts and knowledge to be taught, mastery of the teaching methodology taught during the class, domain in the proposal and use of technological information tools, group dynamic proposal and the organization of the activities to be developed, reflection of their teaching practice through the behaviors and comments of the students. Number 3. What were the general attitudes of the students toward the English class, their teacher and classmates? Why do you think that happens? Regarding the general attitudes of the students, there are very good feelings. The students participated actively during all the English session. They understood the themes and development of the activities, and it was thanks to the ease with which the majority of teachers used their pedagogical strategies in classes design. Number 4. Do you consider that students learn thanks to the skill of the teacher? Why or why not? Of course, as long as teacher is good learning guide, has the necessary strategies and skills to fulfill his or her teaching tasks and correctly develop his or her teaching learning process, he or she can facilitate the transfer of knowledge to the students. If a teacher who doesn't meet these characteristics would make it difficult for the students to learn. Number 5, would you change something in teachers' attitude? One, what and why? In my opinion, in general, you do the virtual methodology during the development of the classes, the attitude of the teachers could not be clear evidenced, but in what could be observed as an observer teacher, it would not change something in the attitude of the teachers, because I think that everyone was very formal, respectful, and understanding during the development of each of these classes. Number 6, in the event that the students don't have a very command of English, why do you think that happens? There are many factors to consider that a student is not proficient in English. The first and the main one is the time dedicated to learning. I don't mean that a large amount of time should be dedicated, but if it's done periodically every day, okay, excuse me, it's possible social and attitude factor also play an important role. If a student is not motivated to learn and acquire the language, it will be difficult for him to master this foreign language. He simply doesn't give it importance or is concerned about other things. Number 7. What skill does the teacher encourage more in the students? Writing, speaking, listening, or reading? What do you think? What do you think he focuses more on that particular skills and not all of them? The skills that the teacher encourages the most are the speaking and listening skills. First of all, because they are the ones who give the instruction of the class, and the students in this way pay attention to their indications. In this way, the information is perceived and understood. Gives the acquisition of language through communication, and the teachers teaching through listening and discussion and interpretation of the development of activity through speech, in which students actively participate and discuss class topics. Although many times the development of these activities are practiced in conjunction with reading. Okay, okay, it's all for me. The next
Okay,
one, Mildred.
okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mildred Camila Talora. I am a student and I am in the fourth semester. So in this time, I will tell you about my a general description of the observer classes. Uh, I I observe classes in this in a school, a gimnasio bilingual children. The children I saw is in the second grade. So my the teacher the teacher is a younger teacher. She is like 25, and I will answer the question. I would like to say the first I would like to say the question, and after I will answer because we don't have time. So the first question is: did you perceive that the teacher planned every class, or she rather improvised in the session? Is the planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why. Number two, what pedagogical skill do you highlight of the English teacher? Number three, what were the general attitude of student toward the English class? The teacher asked classmate, why do you think that happens? 4. Do you consider a student learn and tends to teacher's skill? Why or why not? 5. Would you change anything in the teacher attitude? Why, what, and why? Number 6. In the case the students are not very fluent in English, why do you think what happens? And finally, the 7th number. Which skill does the teacher encourage the most in a student? Writing, speaking, listening, or writing? Why do you think she focus mostly on that or those particular skill and not in all of them? Okay, the first answer. I think the teacher she playing all classes before she start the class. So I don't think um she have um improvisation because she has an excellent class. So she told she speak in English since she start the class until she finish. So and the topic she taught in her class is so good. And the second number, um, the I think the skill, the English skill, the pedagogical skill she have in her class. I think she use uh, she use ay, wait please. She used direct method, a cognitive approach to academic language learning, and total physical response. So the third answer is the general attitude have teacher in her class is very good for the children because they can understand her and she is so lovely with them. So in the class have love and no and new knowledge for the student. Okay. The fourth answer, um, I consider the the student can understand the teacher wants to teach them because she have an excellent pedagogical um, skill for to teach them. So is that why is her class is so excellent. And I don't think I would like to change some attitude about the teacher because uh, like I say before, I consider she is a good teacher. Uh, Besides, she is younger. So I think she can understand with them because she is so kind. Okay, and the sixth number, I think in the school is a bilingual school, so they can speak and reading in English. Uh, doesn't mind is a little grade because they are in the second grade. So in the children are more or less 7 and 8 years. So doesn't mind um, the age, but and the grade, they can speak and reading in English. Um, the ability that have the teacher, uh, I think that she have more is reading and speaking and sometimes listening. Uh, it's very good and they can understand that is important in the school. So I finished my presentation and thank you very much for your attention. And the next one is my partner, uh, William.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, classmate. My name is William Calderon. I'm doing my observation practice in the Academy Militar Jose Anzuategui. And the questions are, do you perceive that the teacher planned every class or writer improvised in these sessions? I consider that the teacher is planning his class. He shared with his students and recurs like videos, audios, and we company with the topics related in the guild work the workbook when the students doing this exercise in the class is developed with him. The second question, the pedagogical skills do you have in English teacher? I consider yes, the teacher is his skills is very high. She resolved the doubts. She had the children's and his questions, and the class continue with the good rhythm. Next question. What were the general attitudes of the students toward in the English class? The attitude with the students are very considerate with them, and the teacher he resolved the doors to the students, and the students are very collaborative in between them in the class fluidly. Continue. The next question is, do you consider the students learn thanks to the teacher skills? Why or why not? I think the teachers is learning for the teachers instructors because he proposed activities with the workbook and the students resolve. So the student resolve the exercise thanks to the explications to share to the teacher. The next question is, would you change anything in the teacher attitude? I think no. The attitude the teacher is very good. The children understand his class and she understands the students. So the attitude is very good for developing this class. Next question is, in the case the students are not very fluently in English, why do you think that happens? I think that happens because the students, because maybe uh, shared, phrase to express in words, and, and the teacher and the other students try to animate to group in general. Mm, but it's understand the children's and afraid to speak or anything matter for the English is a little complicated for them. And the last question is, which skills does the teacher encourage the most students? Writing, speaking, listening, or writing? I consider the teaching is more the writing and the listening, because in the workbook the activities is the students practices is writing, and the listening is work to the material share in the screen, in the audios. It's important for them. The others abilities to develop it in short time, but it's important for them to develop it all of it. So thank you so much. Next
Okay,
classmate.
thank you, partner William. The next one, it's me. So this is my introduction. I am Ana Melissa Camacho Alarcón. I'm from Neiva, SECAP Neiva. I'm in fifth semester. So this is my answers to the questions. Compañero, ¿me puede hacer las preguntas?
Okay, perfect. Perfect, Anna. Let me moment, please. I can see the question. Okay, the first one for you. Did you perceive that the teacher plans each class, or rather improves it in the session? Is that planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why.
The two question. Sorry, the two ambit.
What happened with Anna? Anna, you there? Guys, can you hear me?
Sir? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. The teacher, Daniel, is very. Compañeros, yo toda la reunión la voy a cortar en algunas partes, porque yo, como no tengo las respuestas aquí mismo, entonces estoy improvisando. Entonces, ¿me pueden decir qué significa espontáneo en inglés?
¿Qué significa espontáneo en inglés? No lo entendí.
Sí, o sea, ¿cómo se traduce espontáneo en inglés?
Tocaría más bien que con el que busque un sinónimo. ¿Por qué no hace esto, compañera? Corte la grabación, preparen un momentico sus preguntas. Yo no sé si los otros compañeros tengan tiempo o no, y las resuelven en un momentico, por escrito, y se apoya. Pues si le parece buena idea, ¿no?
No, pues es que ya tengo la respuesta aquí en mi cabeza, pero, o sea, ¿cómo sería la palabra espontáneo? Esa es la clave para responder la pregunta.
Puede decir que es rápido.
Spontaneous.
Ah, ok. A partir de acá ya corto y sigo con lo que es de la reunión. So, the teacher the teacher Daniel that arrived to the salon class explain the students inform in a way spontaneous because he's very for example says literally says surprise um exam surprise. So the students reaction in the form that are surprising. So this is very um very very important in his classes. Next one, please.
Okay, and it's a good answer. Number 2, what pedagogical skills do you had highlight of the English teacher?
The pedagogical skills that I appreciate is the compañero, en español significa que cuál habilidad se me facilita más.
No. ¿Qué habilidades pedagógicas usted subraya o resalta del profesor de inglés?
Okay. That teacher have very concrete skill that he speak in English and in Spanish too, because the the students are very have English so basic. So the teacher don't speak totally in English because the children are very um, nervous, feel nervous when he explained in English in totally. So this is the vulnerability for the students because the teacher is like that in his classes. Next one, please.
Okay, number 3. What were the general attitude of the students towards the English class, their teacher and classmates? Why do you think that happens?
En español significó ¿qué piensan los estudiantes cuando el profesor hace qué, compañero?
The general attitudes, ¿cuáles fueron las actitudes generales de los estudiantes hacia la clase de inglés?
Ok.
Y también hablé,
The teacher.
y también hablé del profesor y de los compañeros de clase, ¿listo?
Okay. The teacher that explained all of the things about the text. No, the book BIP 4 and 5. That is the tool that the students and the teacher inform bidirectional study the language English. The students are very ruidosos en inglés, por favor.
Noisy, maybe. Noisy. Let me check.
Okay. Ruidosos.
Noisy, yes, noisy.
Noising?
Noisy.
Noising. Okay. The students are very noising. So for that reason, it's very hard explain to them because they are so like that. And in the question for the teacher, the answer is the teacher is very, very softly, is very spontaneous, and other feelings that project to the students, and another person in the institute facility the uh, uh, the work in the gymnasium humanístico, and the students are very, very softly too with him and the other teachers in the college. So yep, the next one, please.
Okay. Number 4, do you consider that the students learn thanks to the skills of the teacher? Why or why not?
Dame un segundo, compañero, porque tengo un poquito de ruido aquí. Voy a desconectar tantico el micrófono hasta que se vaya. Un momentico, por favor.
Ok, dale. Mildred, ¿estás ahí? Mildred,
Sí.
¿ya tienes las conclusiones o todavía no? Qué pena.
No, ya las envié, espérame. Ya, de hecho estaba haciendo esto. Espérame.
Envíame eso porque la demora es que terminemos, que ya me va a costar a mí. He trasnochado mucho, logro que he trasnochado mucho estos días.
Sí, ya se las envié, por favor. Ya, espérame.
Vale.
Give me a minute, please. Mm.
No problem, take it easy.
Pero ustedes tenían miedo de hablar en inglés y hablan mejor que cualquiera. Eso, unos gringos ustedes.
No, yo estoy toda nerviosa, yo estoy improvisando todo. No puede ser.
Pero vea que...
Por eso es que estoy hablando tan lento, porque no tengo nada para leer de las respuestas.
Ajá.
No, pero te dieron las ideas, que fue lo importante.
¿Qué le iba a decir? Yo no sabía que usted era de Neiva. Y yo también soy de Neiva.
¿Fuiste o sea, puedes ir a las clases de inglés?
¿Cuál es?
Las del English Club.
Yo no sabía. Yo no sabía.
Hay English Club. Hay English Club los martes y los jueves a las 5 hasta las 7. En el CECAP, en la uni de acá de Neiva hay clases.
Pues la verdad es que yo me la paso ya metida.
¿Todos los niveles, ok?
Sí.
¿Para
Pero
todos los
yo no
niveles?
sabía.
Sí, para cualquier semestre. Para el que esté matriculado en Liley y Lilé.
Pero, ¿se asisten hartos o no?
Sí, hartos. Siempre, o sea, ya los que vamos ya nos conocemos y todo.
Yo iba el año pasado y no íbamos a todas las clases, íbamos no más de 3.
¿Verdad?
La verdad,
Claro.
Disculpen, les pregunto, ¿qué me
mucha
recomiendan de
visita.
COE?
¿De CUE?
De COE, yo
COE.
estoy allá.
¿Sí? ¿Qué
Bueno.
tal?
De CUE.
Pero tienen que, digamos, dejar claro todo antes de que vayan a firmar contrato. Porque a nosotros nos prometieron que, digamos, cuando yo terminaba el curso ya, habían como unos cursos específicos en los que yo podía, pues, matricularme por el mismo precio. Hay uno específico que es para médico, otro para militar, otro para profesor y hay otro para, ay, no me acuerdo. Bueno, hay como hay cuatro en específico. Y según ellos, era, o sea, cuando terminaban todos los niveles, que es hasta avanzado, después de eso seguían el nivel que usted quisiera. Digamos, si usted quiere especializarse en, digamos, vocabulario y más, o sea, más cosas sobre lo que usted quiere, digamos, para medicina. Era por el
Ujú.
mismo precio. Pero al final dijeron como, ay, no, es como que un concurso y después el que ganara solo uno. Entonces ahí, o sea, sí, quedaron,
Mm,
no. Y pues sí, pues hablar bien sobre los precios y todo eso, pero la verdad es un curso muy completo y muy bueno. Es bueno.
yo le pregunto porque tengo ganas de reforzarme ahí,
Sino que
pero
siempre es costoso.
sí, ¿verdad? Me
Sí
toca
es.
averiguar. Porque
Es
yo todo
costoso.
lo que he aprendido de inglés lo he aprendido por mí mismo.
Pero bien, está bien.
Mira que, mira que compañero, hay una promoción de Creana y yo tengo 800 cursos de Creana y yo estudio ahí
Es Creana.
todos los días. Creana
Es-
es una plataforma, es una empresa que tiene una plataforma para PC, para celular, para lo que sea. Y ahí hay 800 cursos,
Ujú.
de los cuales hay un plan de descuento como por el 70%, algo así, para un
Sí,
solo estudiante, para dos, para
pero
dúo
es,
o para uno nomás.
pero es
Y
presencial. Es que yo
allá,
quiero hacer
no,
presencial.
no, es virtual. Ah,
No,
Pero se va a venir de
es
ahí para
virtual
hasta
todo.
Neiva, ¿para
¿cómo?
Coen?
¿Cómo?
¿O se va a venir desde ahí para hasta Neiva, para Coen?
Sí, claro, sería los sábados solamente. Es para programar solamente los sábados.
Pero son dos clases. Ah, bueno. Son dos
Creo que
clases a la semana, 2 horas.
deben, deben,
Como en italiano.
deben de haber un horario únicamente los sábados. Eso casi siempre
Pero creo
lo,
que es para los niños. Pero los
¿verdad?
sábados. Ujú. Ujú.
Bueno,
No,
seguimos,
Sí,
virtual no me
sigamos.
interesa porque yo quiero es
sigamos.
practicar al mismo tiempo. Ok.
Ahorita, a ver, ahorita hablamos. Terminamos
Sí, sí,
primero esto.
sí.
Compañero, ¿usted dejó de grabar o está grabando todavía?
No, ya está grabando aún.
No, no, no se puede dejar de grabar porque si no, yo me vuelvo un merequetenga ahí buscando cuál es cuál.
Está ok.
Para que tenga.
Ok. Silent, please. Silent.
Silent Hill.
Okay, number 4. Do you consider that students learn thanks to the skills of the teacher? Why or why not?
Yes, because the students are very juiciosos en inglés.
Judicious.
Yes, because the students are very judicious. They are so they can pay attention for all the class because the teacher speaking in very 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 softly and slowly and clarity English because he is playing very much fine the activities of the book BIP 4 and 5 because are two grades, the 4 and 5, uh, and they are very very clarity the language English. Next one, please.
Okay. Number 5. Would you change something in the teacher's attitude? What and why? Would you
No,
change Why?
No, because because he's he. He's him. The teacher explained me the activities that I have to explain the students because he is the teacher, not me. So for that reason is al contrario, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? Al contrario.
Instead, creo.
Instead, no es instancia. Instead no es instancia. No.
On
And
on the
other side. The other side. Yes.
Okay.
the the teacher explained me that the other side is for me. The activities that I have to make for the children's, and he's that in the other side teach me to teach. Next one, please.
Okay, number 6. In the event that the students don't have a very good command of English, why do you think that happens?
Cuando los estudiantes no saben qué decir en inglés. ¿Qué significa
No,
la pregunta?
esto, que si los estudiantes no tienen un... ¿Cómo es que se dice? Espérame, déjame ver acá.
Que si los estudiantes no dominan mucho el inglés, ¿qué razón sería?
Un buen dominio del inglés, sí, porque... ¿Qué piensa usted que pasa cuando ellos no dominan muy bien el inglés? ¿Cuáles son los factores?
The
¿Es clear?
children's no. Digo, sí. I say yes. The students are children's. So for that reason, the children's don't learning and the rhythm that the practitioner and the teacher learn the idiom, the language. So the students, because they are for the simple reason that they are children's, makes that the language are very hard for them because not totally the practitioner and the teacher are explain the activities in class in English in totally. So a lot they are very basic in the language. Next one, please.
Okay, the last one is, what skills does the teacher encourage more in the students? Writing, speaking, listening, or reading? Why do you think he focuses more on that particular skills and not all of them?
I think that the teacher is in focus the skill of the pronunciation and the speaking and the listening, because they he have a buffle rep reproducer of audio in the class or 5th grade and 4th grade for listening the different songs, and the students have to sing at the rhythm he sing with them. So this is the first skill that he work on him on they no on them on them. The second skills that he work on them is the speaking, because the activities of book BIP 4 and 5 are for speaking dialogue in two persons. The first person is a girl, a little girl, and the second person is a boy. So in that activity, the childrens make couple of to practice the dialogue in the book BIP, and they have to pronunciation the dialogue in the text in question. So this is my answer. That is my answer for the
Okay,
question
okay.
number 7.
7, yes, the last one. Okay, teacher, thank
Okay.
you so much for your attention, for watching this video. It's all for today. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Thank you to you. Deja de grabar, porfa.
Sí, ya.